All right, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. We are live on the streets of Austin, Texas this morning. We are 2 days out from the election. So we've got some election news to talk about today. We've got some crime news to talk about today. I hope everybody is going to have a great day today. It is going to be a beautiful day, and we are ready to go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Mark. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Let's see here. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. I got Joe here in the Dash Mobile with me. Joe has his own mic today.
Yep.
He is ready to go. Joe doesn't get to stream with me too often, so I like to bring him out here when I get a chance. Mark, I saw the picture you took last night of that storm. That was a beautiful shot. And when I'm chasing, I like to structure chase, so to speak. I don't like this getting up close and personal with tornadoes kind of chasing. I am more of a, squirrel. I want to see the structure. I want to see what's happening. And I also want to get this coming season, I want to get behind the storms. That way we can see some of I want to try to get some of the sprites. And, that's the only way you can do that is getting behind the storms. That way you can see over the tops of them. Maga Mike, good morning, sir. Good morning, good morning. I hope you're doing well out here. Let's see here. Let's get our fire radios going. 1 second. We're going to close that and open that. All right, we got fire radios going. Mike, how are you doing, sir? I saw the picture of your young man that you posted the other day, and I'm going to tell you right now, he reminds me a lot of my nephew, Boston, who is a Marine now. And good-looking young man you got there, my friend. Good-looking young man. He looks like he is tough as nails. All right. So, there was an incident yesterday up in Round Rock I'd like to talk to you guys about a little bit. There was a bit of an incident yesterday where sorry about all the noise, but I gotta have the windows down just a bit. But there was an incident up in Round Rock yesterday where a set of U.S. Marshals ended up killing a guy at there's a McDonald's up there on Palm Valley. And yeah, they filled a guy full of holes, so, doing well, thank you. He's a good young man. That is awesome. That is awesome. He looks like a solid guy, man. Looks just like you, too.
So it was a group of them and not just one?
I don't know. They haven't released any information about it yet. All we know is what we hear.
Well, and that dude really messed up then.
He messed up. He is now Swiss cheese.
Yep.
So, the other incident that I've been talking about the last few days is the shooting up on Breaker Lane. I have much better pictures of the structures I've taken over the years. I stay outside of the storms see, that's smart right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like. I like staying outside. I'm not one of these guys that wants to get up next to a tornado. That's just not my bag. What?
There was a sign that said happy chicks.
Yep, happy chicks. I'm just not one of those guys that likes to get up next to the tornadoes. I'm not one to tempt fate. I like to structure chase. I want to see the storm structure, and I think it's beautiful. You get a lot of the different colors from the sun on it, and that's where I'm at. So, check this out. Yesterday, I was talking to a guy a guy reached out to me that was at that shooting on Breaker Lane. Good morning. Kate is laughing, saying Joe is in the TV. Joe, you want to say hi to your mom?
Hey, Mama. Hey, Cade.
All right. So, I've been talking to a guy that was at the shooting. He was there when it happened, and he saw everything. What ended up happening was it was a fight over a woman. Imagine that. It was a fight over a woman, and I'm talking about the murder that happened up on Breaker Lane 3 nights ago. 2 guys were fighting over a female, okay? And they were fighting over a female, and of course, alcohol's involved and guns. One guy pulls out a gun and kills the guy he was fighting with, shoots him dead, and then the security guard comes up behind that guy and shoots him. So the victim, the initial victim, is dead. He died at the scene. The shooter that the security guard shot is in critical condition. He is not dead, but he is in critical condition, and he is facing murder charges. So I have not heard if the security guard is facing any type of charges yet. I don't think he is. I mean, the video is plain as day what happened. So I'm hoping the security guard is not facing any charges. Yeah, so Texas Cutie, good morning, dash ATX. That's me. So, interesting. Here's the other thing that the guy told me. The guy knows the shooter. And he was telling me that the shooter and his family are facing a multitude of drug charges. Not from that incident, but they were caught in Georgetown with a boatload of dope. And so they're facing some dope charges as well. Good morning, Zero Foxtrot. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I just want to tell you, if the stream drops out, you're going to have to restart it. It's just the way it is. It'll start a new stream. I do have the workaround. I have it installed. I was working on it this morning, but I did not have a chance to finish it. I'm going to finish it today, and we're going to do some test streams a little bit later to make sure that it is going to work correctly. I am going to do multi-RMTP. We're not going to be using a service called Restream anymore because they suck for well, it's a good service, but if you're mobile like I am, it's not a very good service. So I'm going to be doing a multi-RMTP. I'm not going to be streaming to all of the platforms anymore. I am going to mainly stream to X and YouTube because I just do not have the bandwidth to stream to 5 or 6 different platforms. Good morning, Get Some, Killer Carla. Good morning, everybody. We are live in Austin. 2 days before the election, friends. 2 days before the election. How do you guys feel about that? I think things are heating up. Donald Trump had talked about last week, he had talked about right before Election Day, they were going to start releasing polls that showed that Kamala Harris was leading, and of course they are doing that. But we all know that these polls are absolute bullshit. I think we know it anyway. Joe, how do you feel about the election? If you could vote today, who would you vote for?
Me.
No, for president. If you could go and vote right now, who is your pick?
I mean, both of our current options aren't that great, but Trump's the best we've got, so I'd have to go with him.
Good job. I think I would go with Trump as well. Yeah, so let me ask you this. You are 11 years old, right?
Yeah.
Who do you feel like is going to win on Tuesday? Who's going to be the next president?
Well, I definitely believe it's going to be Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump. Man, he even says the full name, Donald
Waymo.
J. Trump. Yep, there's a Waymo. I feel like it's going to be Donald J. Trump as well. I hope it's Donald Trump anyway. Let's just put it that way. Test with multiple endpoints. I thought the same thing. Multiply outbound bandwidth, but it didn't end up. All right, I will do that. I want it. You are not kidding. I do want it to be over as well. Polls support Kamala as long as she's dancing on a stage. Yep. The polls, I don't believe a poll. I think ever since 2016, the polls have shown that they cannot be trusted. And I don't even know why anybody still listens to the polls. I'm even talking about the polls where it's like Donald Trump is winning. I don't trust any of the polls, to be quite honest. I just don't trust them. And, I mean, it is what it is. We're headed into West Campus right now. We're headed up Guadalupe. We're gonna head into downtown. We're not gonna be live for too long today. We're gonna do what we can do, and I'm gonna try to keep one stream running all this morning. And what's that, bub? Joe has his own mic this morning, so you should be able to hear him pretty well.
Can you mute real fast? I got a cough and I don't know how loud it's about to be.
Hang on. Go ahead. Alright, you're unmuted. Thank you for telling me. Or you could just take and stick your mic down that way.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was going to be loud enough to pick up.
Well, this mic over here is very sensitive. It picks it up anyway.
Okay.
Trump 2024. I hope. Blaine, let's see, it's going to be a David and Goliath. You know, so here I listen to a lot of commentators, and a lot of commentators that I trust, the commentators that have been right in the past. And from what I'm hearing from the people that I listen to anyway, is Trump will win, but then the Democrats are going to hang this up in court for so long that he may not be able to take office by the 6th. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to tell you right now, if he wins and then they start trying to hang him up and trying to overturn the election, it's going to be the biggest problem that we have seen in a very long time, because they have spent so long trying to put him in jail for contesting the last election. If they try to contest this election and they try to overturn the results, they all need to be charged and put in prison. Fair's fair, man. Fair is fair. If they try to do this, if they try to overturn the election, even if it's in court, whatever, alternate electors, you know what they'll do. Then they need to go to jail. They need to go to jail just like they're trying to do with Trump. So screw them all. I do not want to hear anybody talking about contested elections this coming time. They are out of their minds if they think that's going to work. They have shot themselves so far in the foot from what they've done the last 4 years. They are not going to be able to get away with it. Good morning, Butterfly. Miss Butterfly. We're missing Butterfly 71 in here this morning. I haven't seen her just yet. It is early. She could be a little late. We are live a little bit earlier than normal today. The time change has kind of got me a little messed up. I woke up this morning. Instead of waking up at 5, I woke up at 4.
What time change?
The time we dropped an hour. We fell back.
Okay.
Trump winning is not the problem. The left trying to destroy everything for 4 years is the problem. I get you. Yes, gets him. I believe it. Win the election. I don't know, Butterfly. So, and there after the election, game plan is to get everything in court, and one of the angles, like what happens here in Travis County, you have a county that chairs that don't want to contest. Well, I don't want to hear anything about courts. I don't want to hear it. They've spent 4 years trying to put people in jail for contesting the election, and if they do it, that's straight to jail. Straight to jail with you. Straight to jail. They've shot themselves in the foot. If they try to contest this election, they are going to look, I mean, it's going to show the American people that they truly are the biggest hypocrites you would ever imagine, and that there is definitely a two-tier justice system. And if they try to contest this election, it's going to really show the American people that it is just a joke. It's going to do more to harm our system than anything has in a long time.
Looks like
I am very concerned about it as well.
Nope, I was wrong. I was gonna say it looks like APD's got someone pulled over, but it was one cop behind another.
I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing. Where did he go? Did he turn on to... Oh, now we got another one going. Here we go. Let's see what's happening over here. They're running. Oh, they got a guy on the ground right there. They sure do.
That was surprising.
They got a guy. They threw a guy onto the ground right there.
What just happened?
I don't know. I couldn't see what happened. The media puts a lot of false... the media is a joke, Miss Butterfly. The media is a joke. That was right. We're on the drag. That was at West Campus. They just threw a guy on the ground.
No sign of flow or leak anywhere in the garage.
I'm not sure what was happening.
Warrant?
We're gonna turn around and go back though, just to see what's up.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna go see what's up back there. They had a guy. We watched him throw the guy on the ground.
I didn't see them throw him on the ground. I just saw
All
them
you could see
pile
is the
up
top.
on him.
All you could see is the top of his head, just kind of
I didn't even
roll
see
off.
that. All I saw was them piling
Go
up on
around
him.
me, dude. Come on.
All I saw was them all piling on and around him.
Mm-hmm. She lies. Damn Prius, massive meteorite for Earth.
That
Massive meteorite for Earth.
that seems like something you would only see on TV.
Yeah, they threw a guy. You could see them grab him, and then his head kind of went up like they picked him up, and then threw him down on the ground.
Seems like something you'd only see on TV.
The only media I trust is that Dash ATX dude. Thank you. Yes, that is awesome.
Okay, I know you love running red lights, but there's like 5 cops up there. Don't do it
I won't run a red light. I promise.
this time.
All right. Yeah, they picked this guy up, and he was looked like he was trying to fight with the cops, is what it looked like, Butterfly. And then they kind of threw him down on the ground and dogpiled him.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, we're stuck at a red light. Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit lonely, and I'm never looking back. You don't like my singing? They're in a place where we can't really see. They're kind of in an alcove up there, so you can't really see a whole lot of what's happening. They're over there. They've still got the guy on the ground. Yep, they got him in handcuffs.
Yep.
I wish we could see it. Look up the Gator football game with the cops hitting the fans. Oh no. Uh-oh, we got a UT cop over here. Oh, we can't turn here. Those were Austin police officers, not UT cops. Yep, Joe's my traffic cop today.
But I was gonna say something earlier. Remember when we were...
Blaine Pender. What's that?
We had a somewhat quiet day, and we were going... We had a somewhat quiet day, and we were heading back home, and we were on, like, South Mopac, and there was a car fire in the other lane.
Yep, it was a big fire, too.
Yeah, and on the way out, I was basically just giving the rundown because it was about a quarter to a half mile back up
Mm-hmm.
with fire department and I believe
Yeah, I
two
get some. That
individuals on staff.
that was definitely the church back there where that happened at. That was the church. All right, we're gonna pull another UE. We're gonna
That dude
turn
just got arrested in
around.
front of the Council of God.
Uh-oh. We're gonna turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and I'm never looking back. Yes, yes, yes. We don't get Miss Butterfly in here only on the weekends because she is teaching our next generation how to be decent people. And I appreciate Miss Butterfly. She is a teacher here in the big city of Austin, and so we don't get to see her, but when she's off work and on the weekends, every now and then I get a little bit closer. Every now and then I get a little bit closer, and I'm never... Is that how it goes?
Okay, so we're on... Oh, they've got FD down there to assess him. I can see the engine.
Yeah, they've got the fire department here now.
Yeah. Probably just to make sure he didn't break anything from being piled on by 5 officers wearing 50 pounds of body armor each.
I'll slow down and see if we can get some kind of a view. All right. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but
Is that real?
hopefully that guy's gonna be all right. Was what real?
That seems like something you would just see on TV. At first, I saw the first Explorer, and I thought they had someone pulled over. Then I saw because they had their lights on. Then I saw the sedan, I believe. That's what it is, I think. I'm not sure. So then I had thought that they were inside doing something.
Yeah.
Then they pulled off, and I had no idea, and out of nowhere, another Explorer, and then I saw them dogpiling on a dude.
Joe's giving you guys
Crazy
the
day.
play-by-play.
Awesome.
Marcus, yeah, I think they're all right. I saw the top of that guy's head. They grabbed him, and it looked like he was fighting them. And then all of a sudden, you can see his head go up about a foot and then fall over. So I think they picked him up and kind
Dropped him.
of fell over. Yes, Mark, it is holding up pretty good right now. I'm gonna
Whoa, that's a cool
gonna
design.
hope that it stays this way. What's that?
That's awesome.
So yesterday we were down by the arch on 7th Street when a guy came up to me and was talking some major, I don't even know what he was saying, but if you guys were on here, we're going to drive back down there this morning and see if I can see him again. What's up with the unaliving Peanuts, the squirrel? Oh my gosh, so Butterfly yesterday mentioned the squirrel in the stream. I didn't know anything about it. But then I went down the Peanut the Squirrel rabbit hole yesterday. I went down the Peanut the Squirrel rabbit hole, and I am absolutely pissed at what they did to that poor squirrel. Not just the squirrel, but the raccoon. Let me tell you this. This guy runs a rescue for animals. They did a search warrant on his house for hours and hours and hours, going through every nook and cranny of this man's house to get that squirrel and a raccoon, and then killed them. I swear to you, that is the biggest government overreach I have ever seen in my life. They went through every inch of that man's house for no reason, and then ended up killing that poor squirrel. I went down that rabbit hole yesterday, and I am pissed at what the government up in New York has done.
Oh, so that was here. So we actually, little fun fact. Currently in my world cultures class, we have been. Well, there's more police.
Okay, what are you trying to say, Bob?
We have been doing stuff about the types of governments, about countries around the world and stuff. And here we have a limited government, meaning I'm using this example like I use when explaining it to a ton of people. Let's see. I believe so let's say if I'm just comparing us to ourselves if we're unlimited. So if we were an unlimited government country, our current president could walk up to you and take your car keys and you could do not a thing about it because they have unlimited power in that that type of government. But here, since we have a limited government, not only do we have more rights than some citizens in countries with unlimited governments, but also the government can't just come and do that.
Right.
So they basically killed his pet for no reason, which he could sue them for, and most likely win.
Well, nothing's going to happen because they have laws up in New York that is absolutely crazy, and they're going to use those laws. It doesn't matter how stupid the situation is. Nothing will become of it. Now, here's the thing. The officials that did all of this, that signed off on all of this, that allowed this to happen, they have all deactivated their social media accounts because they have... they are taking a lot of hate for good reason. Yeah, we have limited government on paper, but I think Joe is right about the limited government. We have a limited government, but there is a lot of government overreach. Yes, that's in her face. That Mike, that's what you're talking about. I think she's the head of that department, I believe. She ended up deleting everything. Not only her, but the other ones that's in that same department or whatever, they did the same thing. They have deleted everything. The Anderson government can seize people. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. The IRS is basically like the mafia. The IRS is basically the mafia in today's world. They can take whatever they want. And it's scary. It's scary. But they need to be held accountable for what they did to this poor man, his family, and those animals. They need to be held accountable. The lady that turned them in, so there was a lady on social media, and she ended up making a report to the department of whoever it was up there in New York and got this ball rolling. She is the one that started all of this, and I read somewhere that she did it because the squirrel had more followers on Instagram or something like that, and that she ended up making that report saying that she was worried about the squirrel's welfare, so on and so forth. Well, she made a report because she's worried about the squirrel's welfare, and then she got the thing killed. And you can't make this timeline up, man. You cannot make the timeline we are living in up. Downtown is nice and calm this morning.
Surprising.
No, it's calm in the mornings.
Yeah, in the mornings.
Yes,
In the mornings.
Killer Carla, you're gonna see her soon. That's her. Kessler is her name, Monica Kessler. I'd like to know how land seized by the government through eminent domain winds up in the hands of private corporations. Because we have eminent domain should be illegal. We all know what eminent domain is. All it is a land grab, and it shouldn't be allowed to happen in America. You know, anytime somebody can take your land from you, and you have no choice in it, that's not freedom.
That's a fancy 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's I used to eat at that 7-Eleven when I was homeless.
That's fancy. Wait, where's the gas pumps?
There is no gas pumps. We're in downtown, brother man. Alright, let's run down 7th Street and go look at the arch for a bit.
The Paramount Theater.
Butterfly 71, there you are. I was about to message you to see if you got a notification. I didn't want to bother you, though. Butterfly woke up late, and I woke up early. The time change got me all messed up. I was up at 4 this morning instead of 5. And I was itching to get out of here. It was like right around 6 o'clock. It's normally the time I would be leaving, right after 7. And I was itching to get out of here. I called Killer Carla. I'm like, hey, we got to go do this. I got to go to work. So I parked right here yesterday, and the cops were scoping me out over here yesterday.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
They just were scoping me out. I parked right here, and they were eyeballing me.
Oh, God. We all remember what happened back there the other day.
What?
Back over there.
The overdose?
No, with the lady.
Oh, yeah, the naked lady?
Yeah.
All right, welcome to downtown Austin, guys. We are on 7th Street, 7th at Neches, right here in front of Caritas.
How is 6th Street? How was 6th Street so dark when it was already like noon?
It's just the way it happens.
How?
Let's see, guys have OnlyFans pages. I don't have an OnlyFans. I swear I don't have an OnlyFans. Doug M, the squirrel account, was just a front for the guy's OnlyFans page. Was it really? Doug? Is that true? Yeah, that's probably what they thought. They drove by me several times out here looking at me. Was that really an OnlyFans front? That's wild if it is. Even if it was, that squirrel didn't deserve that. Let's see here. So, that's not true. Male OnlyFans, picker page. It's a picker page. Yeah, so, listen, I talked about this earlier, but there's a lot more people on here now, so I'm going to talk about it again for just a second. The killing, the murder that happened up on Breaker the other day. Yeah, the guy is suing. I did see that. And I heard he's raised quite a bit of money for this lawsuit, too, which is good stuff. So, the murder that happened up on Breaker, it was over a female. I kid you not, it was over a female. It was sad. 2 guys got in a fight over a girl. One guy brought out a pistol and shot the guy, and then security shot the guy that was doing the shooting. All over a female, young men acting crazy, and that's what happens. That's what happens. And you know, I don't want this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get Joe out of here. That guy's huffing paint. Did y'all see him? I don't like having Joe down here in this area. Is he coming? Okay, he's gone. All right, good. All right, let's see what calls are out there this morning real quick before we do anything. I am hungry,
Is that dude
Joe.
wearing a gas mask?
I don't know. There's no telling what you will see down here in downtown. Honestly, who knows what you're going to see down here. We're going to go pull around. Yeah, the guy was huffing paint walking down the street, y'all. Huffing paint walking down the street. Not good. Not good at all.
That's the weirdest thing.
Huh?
Yeah, that's.
Good
probably-
morning, Library Fox.
That's probably tied for the second weirdest thing I've ever seen.
A guy huffing paint?
No, a dude walking down the street wearing a gas mask.
That was odd. Joe, how are you feeling? Miss Butterfly wants to know.
I'm dying.
No, he's not dying. He does have, his throat is hurting pretty bad though. He's getting better though, right?
Eh.
Yeah, my throat's hurting a little bit. Not as bad as it was yesterday. Joe's got some medicine on him here. Speaking of that, let me see. I need a cough drop. I'm going to go with a Halls.
They're both home.
Well, I mean menthol. I'm going to go with a menthol Halls. But thank you, Miss Butterfly, for asking. So, Butterfly sent me a picture yesterday. It was so funny because she sent me a picture. There's a seasoning that I use on my chicken.
Oh.
And it's called Good Shit.
Yeah.
And anyway, apparently her and her husband ended up running across some good shit somewhere where they were out yesterday. I think she said it was in Fredericksburg. And it's funny because I use good shit. I use good shit on my grilled chicken. And let me tell you something. It's a seasoning called Good Shit, and it is good shit. It is so delicious on grilled chicken. And so I'm going to bring her a can of good shit. And I hope she will use it.
Actually, I
It
don't
will
think
fry
you
your
should bring
brain.
her
Yep. That is, yeah. Huffing paint will put holes in your head.
Dad, don't take her any of that. I think you should take. I thought that said KFC first. I think you should take her something else. So the people that made the good shit seasoning, they have also made other seasonings called
Bullshit.
badass shit, good shit, no shit, aw shit. There's
Gargle with salt water daily, Miss Brenda says. Yep, I'm telling you, it helps. So I was using
found the video.
when I had my tooth issue last weekend, I was using some salt water kind of stuff, and it really, really helped. And then I started, after the doctor cut my gums open, I ended up having to use peroxide. It helped.
Okay, here it is.
Raul Meza. Yep, Raul Meza was crazy.
Look, they have all types of
Mm-hmm,
shit.
badass shit.
Badass shit. Good chicken. Special.
Yeah. I like the good shit. The good shit is really good on chicken.
Dad.
It's kind of sweet.
Dad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Raul Roy. You know who I mean. I know who you meant. Meza. There's only one crazy Meza in Austin that we know of anyway. And that
There's
is...
only one crazy Mesa.
Guys, here is the governor's mansion. Driving by the governor's mansion. It is one of the most protected buildings in Austin.
No wonder there's a state trooper there and there.
Oh yeah, they're all
and
over
some
this.
Unmarked vehicle.
They're all over this building. All right. They didn't have horse shit.
Yeah,
I
they
like-
need some.
The good shit. If you're gonna grill chicken, I'm not kidding you. If you're gonna grill chicken, you should try the good shit. It's delicious. It really is. That grilled seasoned chicken, I'm telling you. You know, you can soak paper towel in peroxide and apply it to arthritis spots. I did not know that. I have arthritis in one of my knees, and sometimes it gives me trouble. I use this cream called Voltaren on it when it gets really bad. It's the knee I had reconstructed last year.
Well, the governor lives right down the road from the Capitol.
That's just the governor's mansion. He doesn't actually live there, though.
So that's a fake?
No, it's not fake. That's where he used to live. But, I mean, he does receptions and stuff there. So, anyway, y'all. Hang on. I was wanting to give you guys an update on... So did y'all see in the news yesterday where the U.S. Marshals ended up shooting and killing a guy up in Round Rock? Did y'all see that? Happened on Palm Valley up there. There's a McDonald's there at Palm Valley and A.W. Grimes. And the U.S. Marshals ended up shooting and killing a guy up there yesterday. They do not get... Substitutes do not get retirement taken out of there. That's crazy. You didn't bring any butter brat. Talking about food. Yes, no butter brat. Hey, Miss Butterfly, you know, I have often thought about substituting, getting on the substitute list at my son's school. I have a bachelor's, and I think that's pretty much all that's needed to substitute is a degree, and I do have a bachelor's degree.
Okay. Well, that's kind of funny. So we just passed the Paramount Theater.
Yeah.
And
is it worth it to substitute? I mean, I know you're helping children, but I mean, do substitutes get paid? Joe, you want to be you want to substitute teach at your school? What's the story behind that? Yes, Mark, I don't know. So check it out. The story behind that is a good question, because there is no story behind that at the moment. They have released no information. Now, the only reason I know that somebody was shot and killed is because people